Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai. All praises unto Yahweh Shai, Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GreatMillStone. Honors you brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. No praises unto Yahweh Shai, which is the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. This is going to be a quick video regarding World War III and the events leading up until World War III. Okay, and basically these two articles go to showing you that we're amidst World War III, and definitely pieces are being moved to the best places they could be moved to. Okay, so it says that Navy deploys destroyers. Okay, destroyers which are warships. Okay, if you was going into the ancient times, this would be your, the battleships. Okay, the naval forces. All right, so they're deploying their naval forces towards what? The areas that's going to be best for them to carry out an attack. Okay, so you got the Marines there, and they're going to do their thing. But in order for them to do their thing, they need to be within the area that they're targeting. So it says here, with the U.S. relations with Russia once again deteriorating by the day, the Navy has deployed the Arleigh Burke class guided missile destroyer, okay, USS Quickening, to the Black Sea. Okay, so that's the ship, okay, that they've put out there into the Black Sea, which is right by Russia. Okay, so it says there where it will join the destroyer USS Ross in a move, okay, that the military official told CNN is intended to desensitize Russia to the presence of U.S. military forces within the Black Sea. Okay, and they go on to say the Black Sea is the equivalent to the Gulf of Mexico relative to the United States. So you remember, America is not like next door to Russia. It's going to take a couple of days for these ships to get there. It takes time and planning. Okay, it takes what's known as logistical clearances. Let's put it in a more simpler way. Okay, because I have a habit of overcomplicating things, and there's no need to overcomplicate this word. It's simple, it's complicated, but it's built upon simple ideas. Okay, so basically, you got bookwork. The bookwork has to be signed off in order to get them ships moving. In order to get things moving, you have to have bookwork that's going to sign papers that's going to be signed off. Okay, so this is, this takes time and planning. Okay, so it says officials are told CNN that given the heightened tensions and increased military activity in the region, is important to increase the frequency of U.S. activity in the area to desensitize Russia to the presence of the United States forces. Okay, so what this statement is going to say is they want it to be like a nominal thing, but the fact of the matter is, having a threat at your door, someone you're scared of, you're gonna do something about that. Okay, a threat is something that you fear. Okay, and as a result, they're gonna be doing something about this. That's why you go to the book of Ezekiel. It says this. Let's get the precept: hooks and then jaw. Okay, so Ezekiel 29:4 says about, I put hooks within our jaws. That's what they're talking about, desensitizing Russia to U.S. military presence. So what's going to happen is that they're going to become more used to it, but that's not what's going to happen. Okay, what's going to happen is that they're going to be dragged out into that situation of war. Okay, I'll put hooks within that. Is this even the one? Ezekiel 38:4 actually. It says, I'll turn you back and I'll put hooks within thy jaws, and I'll bring forth thine army horses, all thine army and horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even greater company, with shields, all of them handling swords. Okay, so let's now flip to the next article, okay, which is in exactly the same, exactly the same breath, exactly the same idea. Okay, this is exactly the same. What's a better word? A simple word at that. It's exactly the same topic. Okay, so it says ready for war with Russia. Okay, UK defense chief could restructure entire army over state threat. And when we read the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, what did it say? It says it's going to put hooks within Russia's jaws. So let's explain this in the most simplest possible way. You got it to where Russia is basically in a dormant state. Okay, what is the word? It's pretty even simpler than that. They're in a relaxed mood. Okay, they're chilling. Okay, they're not really too fussed about what's going on. Then you got it to where America is fussed about what's going on, because America wants complete control of resource upon the earth. I did a video yesterday going into the elite of America, and many other countries are like the elite control the world, but really the house of Esau. Okay, and if you don't know who Esau is, then you got to do some researching, but predominantly it's going to be the people out there that run print currencies, okay, that run what's known as the global trading platforms. Let's put it simpler, the people that print money, okay, the people that you see on the money, okay, these are the guys that we know as Esau, because we know that they was going to have the fatness of the earth in the last days, and also too, how that they was going to control the earth in the last days. So it's not, Japanese people controlling the earth, although they might like to think so. It's not, it's not the Asians, it's not the Indians, not the Japanese. It certainly is what people know as the so-called white people. But we also know that people's seed is spread out. Okay, so you're gonna have crossovers. You're gonna have some white people that are really black people. You're gonna have some black people that are really white people. Okay, this is how seeds get spread throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, and gets mixed in. But the Lord said, let both grow together unto the end times, and he was going to sift them. And we're now at the end times. So the sifting, okay, starting first and foremost with the word, okay, going out, and I'm going to be saying this word a lot in its simplest form, because there's no need to make it complicated. There's no need for big words. There's no need for glamour and glitz, okay? It's just building upon simple ideas, and that's the best way forward, because simple ideas are humble ideas, and humble humility is key within this truth. Okay, so it says here, terrorists have taken lives on the streets of London and blown up children's concerts in Manchester, but Britain's chief of defense thinks that the UK should focus on other threats. Okay, and because really they know the bigger picture. They know that the guys that were doing the terror attacks and terror threats were actually all part of the smoke and mirrors. And they know the agenda is really Russia. Okay, that's what the end whole goal is going to be. Okay, that's what their target is. Okay, so so they're making moves towards that, and making moves towards that. This is the idea, if you will, or sentiment, or notion. I don't know any other synonym that's any simpler than that. That they're pushing forth. Okay, so pretty much, once you've seen the statement, you get the idea of what's being said. So I suppose that's a good enough point to close this one out. And pretty much I'll say all praise unto Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is the name of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Okay, a double honest the apostle of Great Millstone, and honest you brothers that be pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom. I'll see you on the next one. Lord's will.